Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Hobby World, and today I have a small update for my vlog, and this is a printing project for my 3D printer, the Anycubic Photon, which prints in resin. I have a spectral knight over here and a spectral knight unmounted, and over here there is a vampire, and all of these models are from Rocketpig's Patreon, and they design supportless 3D printable miniatures, and they are very high quality, and the fact that they are supportless makes them extremely easy to print, especially on the Enders and standard PLA printers, which I use a lot. But these models were so nice that I decided that I wanted to print them on the Photon and then make a project out of it. I'm currently working on building a small war party of Undeads, and I actually need leaders, so when I received these in the monthly October package from Rocketpig, I was very happy. So I'm going to use these to make two units, one led by the vampire and one led by the spectral knight over here, and I'll see what I do with this one, the mounted one. He'll probably just be a character on his own. When I print on the Anycubic Photon, I use Chitubox as my slicer, and I generally always add supports, especially because I can get this base, which has a small, you can see on the picture, it has a curve outwards, which makes it very easy to remove the model, so I don't have to use a lot of violence getting models printed directly on the printing bed off. So anyway, I've made some new adjustments today, and I'm trying something new with these models for the first time, especially since models are a bit larger than I usually print. I've decided to try hollowing it, and the hollow function in Chitubox is placed up here. I just find it, here it is, hollow, and when you use this you can decide the wall thickness, and then the rest will be hollow of the model, and this will save a lot of material. So when I just start this video, you can see that now all of the model will be sliced, and you can see each layer, and when it gets a bit longer down you can see it starts to get hollow. So I'm looking very much forward to seeing how the result of this will be. I decided to hollow the model of the knight on horse with around a 2mm edge, and the vampire around 1.7 or 6, I can't actually remember, but a bit less, and I'm just looking forward to seeing how the result will be and how much material I'm actually going to save. So the next step right now is just walking outside my printing room and adding this file to the printer, and then just starting it up. It will take around 6.5 hours to print these 3 models. The large model is the one that decides how long the entire project will take. So I'm just going out to the printing room now, and I'll just make a short video out there too. I'm back here in my printing room, and as you can see, I also have some Ender 3 Pros working. I've added a glass bed to them, as it really improves the quality of the bottom layers and how well the models stuck to the printing surface. Unfortunately, one of my printers is out of commission at the moment. I could really use it, for as you can see they are working very hard on a project. This is a really nice project, and I'm going to tell you something about that in a later video. So right now the topic is the Anycubic Photon, which I have over here, and this is a really nice printer. I am so happy about this model. I can use it to print all of my fine detailed models. The 2 Ender 3s printing over there are actually working on a couple of dragons, and they are working on all of the large parts, while I made all of the smaller parts on the Anycubic Photon, such as the head and claws and so on, because the quality is so much better. I have a small machine over here which can be used to cure the printed products, after cure them when they leave the Photon, so I use that a lot. The machine itself is fairly easy to use when you have calibrated it correctly. It's actually just adding your USB. I've added a small extension cord so I don't cause any unnecessary strain on the original port, so I can just replace the extension cord if I need to. and this is actually pretty hard with one hand. Just got this one and then just turn the machine on. I printed this one on one of the enders. This keeps light from getting inside the tray in here with all of the resin, and now it's actually just hitting the print button and finding the file I've just made. I called it Undead Leaders, and now the printer will start. So around 6.5 hours now, as far as I guess. You can see now it'll start sliding down, and then the machine will start up. So I'm looking forward to the result right now. Hi everyone, welcome back. I finished printing the models on the Photon, and I actually misprinted them the first time. I had decided I wanted the bases on these models, and the support from the slicer couldn't hold the, you can't say weight, but it couldn't hold the bases. They had a lot of pull when they were attached to the top layer, and they actually ripped the model off the base plate. So I decided to print them without the large base down here, and then just add some extra supports, and they turned out really great after I fixed that. So I'll probably going to use that feature. I'll do that the next time I print these small scale miniatures. This is the Vampire Lord. See if I can get a focus here on the camera. He turned out really great. It might be a bit difficult to see due to the transparent resin, but this is a really impressive model. He's a bit arrogant and a bit casual, but I'm still planning on using him as our leader for Undead unit. Really satisfied with this model. Designed by Rocket Pick Games, and I acquired it through their Patreon. I definitely recommend their Patreon. They gives you a lot of models and a lot of value for your money. The Knight on horse, I printed him separately from the other ones, as I was a bit intimidated, but I just thought that I needed to be safe here, and I printed this one alone. Same structure, printed without base, and then added a lot of support in the slicer, and he turned out fantastic. I am so much looking forward to painting this model. When I just get a little primer added on the model, you'll probably be able to see all of the details. Right now it's a bit difficult, again due to the transparent resin, but a fantastic model, and it's a bit heavy in the resin. I printed all of the models hollow just to try it, and it worked flawlessly, so I'm going to do that in the future too, just to save some bit of resin. It's not as cheap as PLA for the other 3D printers. And the Knight on foot, he's also fantastic. There's a lot of detail. Probably can't see it on this camera. There's a lot of detail on the head, and oh, I can't get a fix. It's really impressive. I'm going to paint these ones up, and then I'm going to post them in another video log. Beside all of these, I am working on a bit of different projects right now. If you take a look at my work table, it's a bit messy. This is a bunch of Americans, Flames of War, some Germans. I'm going to paint these ones tomorrow. A couple of more German cannons. There are some dragon parts here. I'm going to talk a bit about them in a separate video, so I won't reveal way too much there. And then my German army over here. And this is actually a kind of special army. Most of these models are bought, but the tigers behind here are actually 3D printed and also turned out really nice. I'm not quite finished painting these models, but I will be soon, so watch out for a video about that too. Yeah, just a quick overview of my table here. As you can see, I actually make a lot of mess right now. I usually do this when I'm working and I have several projects at a time. This is my stand for painting smaller miniatures. My wife's working over there with a Halloween project. That's really interesting. I'm going to post something about that too. And one of my friends is painting over there. So this is just a hobby area. Thanks for watching. Hope you could use the video for something, and I'm looking forward to posting some more.